The country's President Moon Jae-in credits his U.S. counterpart for successfully putting pressure on North Korea, with the praise coming as he looks to capitalize on the momentum of last week's historic summit with Kim Jong-un. It also follows signs of divergence between Seoul and Washington, with the latter indicating a tougher approach to Pyongyang. According to a presidential official who briefed the media on Monday, Mr. Moon had told a meeting of senior secretaries, President Trump should win the Nobel Peace Prize. What we need is only peace. Getty. Moon Jae-in credits Donald Trump with putting pressure on North Korea. Opposition party lawmaker Park Ji-won echoed the South Korea president's sentiments towards Mr. Trump, and said, "I believe that President Trump will be able to win the Nobel Peace Prize if he indeed resolves North Korea's nuclear problem, which is one of the biggest global problems." Following the meeting between Mr. Kim and Mr. Moon on Friday, the two countries issued a joint statement in which North Korea promised to close its nuclear test site later this month and invite foreign inspectors to verify this has happened. During their historic meeting, the two leaders embraced and vowed to work towards complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and a peace treaty. If signed, such a deal would finally bring an official end to conflict the two countries have engaged in since the 1950s. Mr. Trump wants to meet Kim Jong-un in the Korean Demilitarized Zone (DMZ) between North and South Korea, with the historic event likely to take place over the coming weeks. Seoul's presidential Blue House said that Mr. Moon's plan to brief Mr. Trump on the summit could be brought forward so that it could happen before the U.S. president meets Mr. Kim. The U.S. president said last week the location of the summit had been narrowed down to a handful of locations, with the Mongolian capital of Ulaanbaatar and Singapore two of the frontrunners. Yesterday, Mr. Trump made his preference known on Twitter, when he wrote, "Numerous countries are being considered for the meeting, but Wood Peace House, Freedom House, on the border of North